Every single woman that is doing this exact thing in the kitchen is struggling and not seeing any changes in their body, and they have absolutely no idea why. And let me tell you exactly what this looks like, okay? Because I used to be the woman who was convinced that I was eating healthy and eating well, but I was actually kind of sabotaging myself. Breakfast was a muffin with like an iced coffee that had oat milk and, vanilla syrup. It seems really healthy, but it was like 600 calories. Lunch was then a big salad with lots of veggies, so points for fiber there for sure. But then I had like this much chicken on it, and then a generous pour of this creamy dressing that I justified because it was a salad. And then 4 p.m. would hit and I would be absolutely starving. So I would sit at the kitchen counter eating handfuls of like crackers and pretzels and cheese just to get through to dinner. Another 400 calories that I didn't even realize I was eating before dinner even started. And then I would have pasta with like a sauce that was a jar of loaded olive oil and Parmesan and a glass of wine because I had a stressful day and I deserved it. I'd go to bed thinking I had eaten like 1,200 calories when in fact I was actually eating like 2,500 calories and maybe 70 grams of protein and across the entire day. I was in this like surprise calorie surplus and didn't even realize it, and then wondering why my body wasn't changing despite how healthy I was eating. Healthy eating actually, and changing your body's composition and eating for that are two very, very different things. What actually changed for me was like learning how to build every single meal around protein first, not as an afterthought. It was like the foundation. When I actually understood what I was eating, why I was eating it, everything changed because my body was finally getting what it actually needed. When nutrition just starts to click and you actually start to understand why you're eating certain things, you stop feeling crazy and stop eating less because you're actually finally eating right. So like the scale moves, your clothes fit differently, your energy is completely different, and you realize you were never actually undisciplined. You were just not given the right information.